My presentation is on The Farm, which is written by Tom Rob Smith, who is the author of Child 44. So the book it centers around Daniel, and it starts off with Daniel's parents moving from London to a small rural farm in Sweden to have a more peaceful life. And a few months after they move there, Daniel receives a call from his father that he had to admit Daniel's mother into a mental hospital because she's coming up with incriminating stories about his father and their neighbors, and she's being really delirious. So then Daniel decides that he's going to buy a plane ticket and fly out there to see his mother. But before he leaves, he receives another call from his father, and he finds out that his mother convinced the doctors to release her from the hospital and that his father has no idea where she is. So then when Daniel hangs up with his father, he receives a call from his mother, and she says that everything that his father has been telling him is a lie, and that she's not crazy, she's completely sane, and that she needs the police, not a doctor. And she tells him to pick her up from the airport because she's flying to London to see him. So then they go back to Daniel's apartment, and his mother explains to him like every day, every story about their lives in Sweden from the day that they got there, chronologically, with like evidence that she like pulls out from her purse. So it really puts Daniel in an awkward situation because his parents are telling him two different things and he doesn't know who to believe. And that's hard for him because like your parents are who you want to trust most, and it's difficult because he doesn't know who to trust because he doesn't know whose stories are real. So I wrote my paper on mental illness and the effects of it on the family. My first subtopic is societal isolation, and this was a big theme of mental illness because mental illness is seen in society as like those people with mental illness, oh, they're crazy, they're dangerous, and a lot of people don't want to associate with them, and that's not really accurate of a lot of mental illnesses. So oftentimes, not only does the individual who's diagnosed have to like retreat from society, but also the family, just due to like the shame or guilt that they want to avoid. Also, the family does have to be in isolation, not because they're trying to get away from society, but because they have to spend so much time caring for the individual who is diagnosed. My second subtopic was misunderstanding and denial, and often family members don't want to accept the illness. Like Daniel, he wants to believe his mother's stories because he doesn't want to destroy like the past idea that he has of her, of like a perfect mother. He wants to hold on to the past. So he actually goes and he visits Sweden to try to find some truth in what she's saying because he really does want to believe that she's sane. So that's another one. My next one is breakdown of the family, and this was the one that I felt was most prevalent in my novel just because the Daniel having to choose between his mother's story and his father's story was really difficult for him because his mother decided that if he sided with his father that he wasn't going to be her son anymore and that they weren't her family anymore because nobody was believing her. So it was difficult for Daniel because obviously he wanted both of his parents to be supporting him and he wanted to support both of them, but he couldn't do that in this case. And the final theme was emerging stronger because often the shared experience that comes with a mental illness does bring the family closer. Also, when young children have to grow up with parents who have mental illnesses, it allows them to be more independent and more mature throughout their developmental stages. And the positivity that erupts from like an improving condition with the mental illness does also lead the family to be more connected.